Um, Hi all. Today I'm going to explain about the Azure SQL Server. Okay, so we have two types of SQL servers. Okay, so as of now, you may get a question that what is the difference between Azure SQL and normal SQL? So I'll explain the differences between those. Okay, so basically SQL Server. Okay, so we have a on-prem SQL. Okay, so currently we have a on-prem server and we have a Azure SQL Server. Okay, so on-prem is the one and another one is the Azure SQL. Okay, so now these two SQL. So what is the difference between these two and why it is categorized into the two different servers? Okay, so let's understand what is first SQL Server. Okay, and what is on-prem and what is Azure SQL. Okay, so SQL Server is a one, it's a structured query language, the abbreviation. Okay, and also we call it as RDBMS. Okay, so we call it as RDBMS. Okay, DBMS is the one that means that it's a relational database management system. Okay, so RDBMS is the one which is applied in the SQL Server. Okay, so in the SQL Server, what is the benefit of using the SQL Server? You may get many questions. Okay, so why we need this SQL Server and why IT people use this SQL Server? So those questions you may get into your mind that. So basically, if you take any client, okay, so let's take so I'm working on an X company. Okay, so in that X company, I have a various clients. Okay, so example, let me categorize first. Okay, so we have a clients, right? So I'll categorize it first. Okay, so any project or any company depends with the clients. So clients are important for any company. Okay, so what are those clients? So we have various domains. So it's a retail domain. So retail domain is the one, it's a top one business data platform. Okay, so retail is the one and second one is the so your oil and gas. Okay, so oil and crude gas is the another critical domain which we are using, and another one is the banking domain. Okay, so banking is the another domain so which is used, okay, as part of data processing. So another one is logistics. Okay, so logistics is the another domain. Okay, so these are all the domains which we have in IT. So these domains, why I'm explaining here. So basically, when you entered into any IT platform, you have this clients. Okay, if you take retail, you have a Walmart. Okay, so example, you have a Walmart and you have a Meyer. Okay, so these are all the clients. Okay, for retail domain. Basically, there are so many, but these are related to retail. And another one is so Shell, and if you take Euro, so these are all the oil companies which they are offering the oil and gas platform. Okay, so banking means you have a American and you have a UCB. So there is various kind of banks, okay, and the clients, okay, and logistics you can take anything, okay. HDMS. So there are various other DFL, any other clients which are related to these platforms. Okay, so basically what we are doing here is, so at the moment when any retailer or any oil and gas banking, so they are having a vast amount of data. Okay, so they used to deal with the vast amount of data, and they need one storage, right, where they need to store all their critical business information. Okay, somewhere you need to store it, right? Otherwise you don't know what sales you are getting or what business you are trying to make it on day to day basis. Okay, so that is the main important thing, because example, if you take as a human, okay, so I purchased 1 year back a gadget. Okay, the price is something around 1 lakh, and after 1 year, I'm or 2 years, I wanted to know whatever I have spent in last year. Okay, because I don't have any track. Okay, so if you have a track, you can find out your financial information for last year. Okay, so because I have not stored anywhere, I don't have any history of my financial, whatever I have spent in last year. If I try to calculate my expenses, I don't have any history. So that's where I lost my financial, whatever I have spent the information on last 1 year. So basically, companies, whatever the financial or whatever the data they are processing, it is up to date and it will be stored somewhere. Okay, so that storage area is a SQL or any storage platform. Not only SQL, you can use Oracle or you can use IBM DBT. Okay, anything, anything you could apply here. Any database will come. It's client's choice. Client can go any of these tools based on their conveniency and their based on their budget. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so that's where SQL come into picture to store all this business critical information. Okay, so in next session, I'm going to give the comments. Thank you.